All right. Well, we've been getting hit with a bit of a hurricane up here in the Midwest. And that equals a rain day for me, which is, I'm not going to cry. It's a real shame. I'm not going to cry over it because, oh man, it was, even though I think we're only working on 3 or 4 day week. I did a 15-hour shift. Then the next day I had a job that was just ball buster. So I am so glad to be home. It's coming into the final stretch of my working season, and we still got a few months left. But I'm telling you what, and anytime you do a 15-hour shift, it's enough to it's enough to hammer you. And then the thing of it is, when I was done with that, I had to come home, and I knew the rain was coming, so I had to get out and do my lawns, and I'm about at the age where I could use probably a nice riding mower, but my lawn isn't that big. It's nice, but I really like the exercise of using the push mower. You can get a little bit more, I think neat with it, and I do a lot of trimming and stuff too. So it's a lot of work, but we are here, and we're ready to sit back and enjoy some more of this I Napoleon and some card action phase. Now this is my fifth game, and to say this game is kind of tough is to say the least. And it might just be, my ineptability to play, but I want to give you a little drop in. We have made it all the way up here to not even 1800, 1798. There you go. Glory, political, kind of up there on this latest game. We're going on card draw. Here is our deck. Use the commander deck. Card 29, I think, came into effect, and now we are on the 1796 deck. Just come on in. And we're taking cards in and out. Oh, what do we got going on here? We're allied with Spain. The Spain card came in. A few nice little generals. Messina, Murat, and Lanes. I think, the Essex too, the cavalry general. And so it's a nice little assortment there. We only have us a little bit of enemy guns. Bonaparte leads, rear maneuver, and Bonaparte's plans. Now this Bonaparte's leads, if you can see, we like using it, but man, you're talking about bad luck. Had no luck on that last game. This card here killed us. And there's a lot of cards in here that'll do that. So you got to kind of watch it. Play it wisely. We got a little bit of a sick leave. And some other cards. Now we haven't, we're not first council yet. We're still a commander/general. And we're ready for some card play. Like I said, we're no shortage of card deck in this card draw anyway in this turn, and I think we'll be able to make it up here to the first console deck. I think we got, like I said, a nice thick deck here. So we're going to go ahead and go on with some play. We got some other things to do today, but it is, like I said, a rainy day. Luckily, I got all my chores done, and wow, outside looks good. Still got that staining job to do though. But we only got maybe a day of power washing, a little bit of sanding, and then it's time for standing. Now we want to get that done before the weather kicks in. Get that fresh stain on there. It always looks good. We're all excited about getting our work done. But hey, gotta have some downtime too. Well, you know what they say about, what do they say? The only thing you get when you work your fingers to the bone is bony fingers. You don't want to be getting that. So one of these days we'll get off and get enough time. And that's another thing with these conventions. You got to have time off. And I even though I do get paid holidays, I do get like a 2-week paid vacation. I really don't give me the time. I can take the time off, but yeah, that's out of a week's pay. I don't know. That could be a hard hit, but we're working on it. Let's see what we got going on here now. It is card draw time. Where's my old spectacles? We're working on some daily fantasy sports numbers for today's Chicago Cubs Cincinnati game. So we're going to be quick here, but we do have some time where it's quiet in the house, and we got to get a little bit of card action and over here at the card draw deck. And like I said, as I stated earlier, don't want to be too redundant on phrases in my vocabulary. I need to pick up a dictionary, expand my vocabulary. All right, let's check it out. Treaty of, did we check this out? Oh, we just see this card so many times because we've been playing this game, but current treaties set Prussia to neutral, so that'll help. So it always helps when you get that Spain ally and Prussia to neutral for the coming up diplomacy part of the game. It'll kick in when we become first consul. Move that on down here. We still don't have a wife, so that's something to... Ooh, here you go. Now, speaking of the first consul, here you go. Now, this is where you try to overthrow the directory. And here you go. This is the one that kicks everything in. Add the first consul deck card. So, yeah, we'll see what goes on here. Let me check this out. I just got a text from a friend who had eye surgery, so I want to make sure everything's okay with him. I told him I'd be at his beck and call. I just lost one of my good fishing buddies. Man, one of my fishing buddies, all-time fishing buddies, and it came quick. So, yeah, condolences to my buddy Ken. All right, we'll be back. All right, now in this, we're going to try to pronounce this correctly because we're not that good at our French history, at least not that specific. Brumerie. But that's when you decide to overthrow. Now, there is some criteria here. It says, of course, 20 glory and or political points. We are ready for the takeover. Now, there's some dyro modifiers, and it says that the keywords here is may be played. We don't know if we're going to play that right away because somehow, ooh, first consul deck, I guess I'd be ready to kick it on in, but it'd be early. It'd be early. Like I've been saying through this whole experience, my playthroughs, this isn't set in stone. So I don't know if these commander cards, they don't have to come out until 1803, so we put our first consul deck in there. A lot of these cards have a caveat, though. When the first consul deck cards kick in, they kick out. So all kinds of card play, card maintenance is, I think, what you want to do in this game. And it is, you want to get that card maintenance right, because if you don't, it kind of messes up the whole way the game goes. So, yeah, be card wise. How these cards come in and how they leave. As we've been playing through this game, a lot of these cards come out. A lot of them come in each year by year. So and they have a card deck phase for it. And there's always that caveat that if you pick a card that you missed during the card phase, you just take it out, put another one in there. So, do we want to play this yet? Oh, let me look around and see. I have the clout to try to overthrow the directory. I need some dyro modifiers. When the Brumerie card is played, +1 here. Who else we get? That's from Siles? Barras. Campaign, expedition. Reveal Joseph. Oh, I could get 5 glory and get Josephine. I'd rather have Desiree, but I think she might have dissed me. And she's out of play, I think. Hold on. All right, so Barras only gives you he must have been one that introduced him to Josephine, so we will hold off on that. That will be no effect on the overthrow of the directory. But Lucien, he was there at the time, I guess, and he would play a key part. So when that is played, I get a +5 that can be converted into, oh yeah, that really helps. But do we want to do all this now? You have to think of like the card strategy. That kicks in a bunch of cards and a bunch of more things that can go wrong, things that could go haywire. Through the playing of this game for 4 games, and this being our 5th, you were a little bit wiser for the wear. Oh, do we want to keep on? Is there benefits to staying a commander? Using that commander deck, or do we want to dive right into it, overthrow the directory earlier than was done historically? You're allowed to do that, I guess. So just a little food for thought. I think we're going to hold off on this. My game on all recovery. Might be better just to do it as soon as you can. Is that the strategy of the game? It's better to do it ASAP, or like I said, hold off, whittle these cards down, get a little bit more glory, get the chicken a little bit more fat. That's, I guess what I'm trying to say. We're gonna do it that way. We're gonna use the maybe played, and we're putting this over here. Ooh, was that a wise move? Moving it on down to card draw number 3. And that's pretty much the way this game goes. We have not made it through the commander deck, so we have no idea. I think in one of my games, we were into the first consul deck, but something happens. I don't know if that's the one we handed the reins back over to King Louis. Something come up short. Always have plenty of these political. One thing we've been doing in this game that's different is we were taking advantage of an exchange and subtracting one administration for one political. Get that political cloud up there. So, because the political and glory doesn't reset each turn. Administration points do. If you have the right kind of income, you get more each year. All right, we're going to be back with a little bit more card draw. We'll play a little bit more in this game with you on this nice rainy day off. We'll be right back. All right, going to check out if our move to hold off on the coup de grace of the old directory was the right decision. So we're going on with our next card draw. Ooh, Berthier, Chief of Staff. Ooh, +2 administration per year. I gained 2 administration right off the bat. So Chief of Staff, welcome to the game. You are a welcome addition. +2 more admin. All right, moving it down here to card draw number 4. Remember the Institute. If you have 12 or more glory, which we do have, you must increase 5 glory to remove this card from play. Otherwise, a card for no effect. In other words, thank you very much for being intellectual and establishing, or rather becoming a member of the Institute. That's us. And we'll take that 5. So 25 glory. Getting that stuff on up here. We're still here. And discard the card. So remove from play cards up there. We don't have a discard pile yet. We do have a remove from play. Going on to number 5. Devout. All right. Going on to number 6. And we will have us a die roll at the end of this card draw. Talleyrand. Let's place in Talleyrand. +1 per year while first council. We're not there yet, so this is an incentive. Triggered when we do the overthrow is played. May pay 1 admin to get that 2 roll modifier. So this is a plus. Makes me look like a genius for holding off. So there you go. Talleyrand coming in to effect and getting everything set up for our overthrow of the government. Let's see what goes on. If we go to campaign, I think if it is no campaign in there, and there will be results. If it is a 1, it's a 10, anything but campaigning, it's telling us. Next to the card draw number 7. Ooh. Let me see here. Irish Rebellion. Well, here you go. Here's our campaign. No commanders may support this campaign -2. This Irish Rebellion comes up. I don't think it's removed from play. Maybe it is. Yeah, it does say so down here if it's played. So we will see. Bad luck. Bad mojo. And we're rolling a die. 1 or 2. And we go to our card draw. 7th campaign. Oh, that's a 7. Turn number 8 coming up. Or rather, card draw number 8. And anti-French revolt. So everybody's against us. Everybody's against me. Must immediately resolved as expedition with 1 independent commander only. All right, independent commander, -3 glory to use. Oh, administration to use. We'll take the glory. Only 1 combat round. Thank you, Devout, for coming in to my site. All right, so -3 glory to use. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 22. We get a +2 die roll modifier on this. We're going to roll. We need a high roll. Always a high roll on this game. And we get a +2 for our general. Oh, let me see here. Oops, you know what? Resolve an expedition with 1 independent commander. We don't see that on there, so let's give us our 20. Give us our money back. This guy ain't independent. All right, he is. No, I don't like him. I'm looking for a 2 modifier. There you go. Loyalty, independent. Messina is our man. Let's see here. -2 glory to use, +2 in any 1 combat round. Yes. And that's where we fall within the date, 1796. Yeah, we're well within there. To Glory. So yeah, he's not really as expensive. We get he's one less, and we get to look at that 2 die roll modifier. Great value. Messina. Or look for high roll. And we'll add 2 to her die roll. Yeah. Easy victory. Oh, -3 glory, but +2 political. Ouch. -3 glory to 20. But better yet, we get 2 political for success. Up to 8. That's what that track looks like right now in my game. All right, this goofy thing goes back in the this card. And Messina has been used, but we'll have to flip him over like this because he's been used this year. You only use 1 general, I believe, per year is what the rules are. Proper English. All right. We will roll for 1 to 3. See if we go campaigning. 4. We just missed. And if we do decide it's not in our interest, we got a couple cards that let us, skip a campaign. Or an expedition. That last one we could have skipped too, so we got to keep that in mind. Always a lot to keep in mind in I Napoleon. Card draw number 9. Another commander. Ruling. 1 to 4, we go campaigning. There you go. Campaign time. Pulling out the old campaign card. Let me see if it's advantageous. You might want to skip it and go straight to cleanup. We'll be right back. See if we can what the glory odds are. Is juice worth the squeeze? I'll be back. All right, looking at this here. You see here, campaign victories all well enough and good. Number 1, no commanders may support this campaign. -2 die roll modifier. Huh. Napoleon is captured and the game ends. If I get a defeat, 1 to 3. Wow. I think we will use our... Ooh, what card is it with politics? We will definitely... -1 administration, ignore 1 campaign or expedition this year, discard with no effect. Yeah, he just gives me in touch with Josephine, and she's she's bad mojo. Kinda. I mean, in a way she's not, but you can. It's this or that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and spend 1 administration. We'll remove this card from play. Oh, discard. Maybe 1 campaign or expedition year, discard with no effect. Or, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there's a card, search for deck. Either or, it says discard. Let me make sure it's fine. It's okay. Either or, we're going to ignore, and we'll go straight to the, skip the campaign resolution. We'll go up to the cleanup phase when we come back. Let me see if I take this card out of play. It says it don't say nothing about using it. Usually if it takes it out of play, it'll have this little B. Means if you used it, you take it out of play. So we're going to put him in the discard pile. I guess he can come back to grace us with his presence later on in the game. All right, there we go. Look at, we are stocked with generals. We'll have to remember to flip that general up. It will be the cleanup phase. We'll put this all back, check everything out. But that's one way. We could have maybe use this card, but I wonder if it stays in campaign. I think all the campaigns come out. I'm going to check this out. Yeah. Let's place in campaign whether discard immediately and reveal a new card. No commanders. Otherwise, no effect. I think we put this back in. Yeah. Discard pile. We haven't used it, so the Irish Rebellion can come back up. It doesn't tell me to take anything out of play. All right, let's go to the cleanup phase. Maybe that'll help us out. We'll be right back. Cleanup tells us to flip everybody back up, so we get our general back up. Flip Napoleon's luck. We didn't use that. Administration. Ouch. We had some good administration. It goes back to 0. It might be the bite. All right, now we'll move up here to year setup phase. And it's got all kinds of goodies in it too for our housekeeping duties. The first thing is the advanced marker, $17.99. Well, this will be a chore. I mean, not really a chore, but it's something that I like. I kind of enjoy doing is going through here and removing all the cards that $17.99 this current year now or less. I might reset the card marker back to 1. And we're ready to go with the income effects now. We are still General Bonaparte. We'll get our 2 admin, so we'll get it back. Ooh, do we get a diplomacy now that we have something going on here? I don't know. Let me see. Talleyrand, yes. 1 diplomacy per year, while first consul or emperor. Oh, we're not first consul yet. So, income effect, 2 more admin because of birth year. Now, a big thing you want to look for is these little ribbons. We'll tell you when it comes to this phase of the game, you want to look for those. We get another 2 admins. So that admin going up to 4. That's good. Look around here for anything else. I don't think there's any lasting effects. Ooh, ignore his role. We're not there yet. Everything here is good. Everything there is good. Spain and Prussia stay as. Alright, card deck phase. No more cards are going to be added. We still got a few more turns for those commander decks to be kept in there. And make sure that is the case. Because we had the 29 cards put in there. Or 1796. And I don't think it told us to remove anything. So we'll be back. We'll check it out. Alright then. I am moving on to the year 1800. And a little quick synopsis. By the way, it's a late night gaming time, so you have to turn the volume on up. But yeah, we survived the year 1799, and we still declined the overthrow of the Directory, the coup. Yet that has to be done at the beginning of the campaign phase. We did have a campaign, and it was a tough one. The Irish campaign took 2 rounds because the enemy had reserves. Unfortunately for me, it was a defeat. We rolled the die, and I think I got an 8. So I was not captured, and the game did not end. So that's where we're at now. That's the way we ended. Ooh, 1799. We're getting ready for, we're finishing up the year setup phase. We got to employ some more cards, but yeah, a couple more turns to the end of the commander deck. I am still here. This is what I get for the beginning of the turn. It's my income. Unfortunately, who is it? Talleyrand does not kick in until I'm first consul or emperor. And we're still General Bonaparte, getting ready to make our move against the French government. But first, I had a disastrous Irish campaign, or Irish rebellion, which I lost. So things weren't looking too good. In year 1799, we'll be coming up with the year 1800. After the year setup phase and the card deck phase. Be right back. Just want to make note of, also, when it came time for me to be captured, I actually was. But I had to roll a second time. Come up with a 1 the first roll, and had to roll again, got an 8. So Napoleon's luck keep me alive. I want to make note that we only have 7 cards left, and then I think it'll automatically kick in the Brumiere card. And we do have, right now we do have enough. I think we have 21 combined, and you're supposed to have 20 glory / and or political points. I think we got 21 together. So we'll survive, but we really need to kick in that first consul deck, because we're down to a few cards. That's one of the things about this game you have to kind of keep an eye on. He does have it covered, with the caveat when you do run out of cards. Go straight to the overthrow of the Directory. We'll be back.